God, she's so fucking cute like this. Just like earlier, she looked like she was really enjoying cooking. As for the ingredients, by the way, I asked for a cafeteria lady for them. And she was wearing that apron again. Sasagawa, aren't you actually really fond of cats?
何か言いまして
No, nothing.
嫌いですわよ
How come?
ご飯よそってくださる
Oh, sure. If you answer my question. We started dining face to face.
昔の話ですわ
Huh?
昔私は一匹黒猫ですわ
Oh. She continued articulating each sentence slowly and carefully. No. No. I came across him when he was still a toothless newborn kitten. He was abandoned and left in a pile of dead leaves in a corner of a park. I found him on my way home from school. At first I paid little attention and went home as I thought his mother would soon return to him. However, I became worried later that evening and headed back to the park. He was still in the same spot, weak and shivering from cold. It was then that I realized that the kitten had been abandoned. I decided to be a surrogate mother and take him home to look after him. Though I knew my parents wouldn't agree easily. They had opposed having a pet several times before the black kitten. For this reason, I decided to secretly feed him in my room. Of course, that didn't last very long. This is a fucking mirror. Because now I had to secretly hide Sasagawa and basically feed her, take care of her. I desperately tried to convince my parents and eventually they gave me permission. After that I had to go through many rough times. Sometimes he woke me up by starting to cry in the middle of the night. Sometimes he went missing only to pop up from under my bed after I had looked everywhere for him. Also, he once peed on my clothes. Nevertheless, he grew bigger little by little. Even his gentle nibbling was starting to hurt. He started to eat baby food, and after that, all kinds of food. He started to become steady on his feet. Each and every change made me happy. Did you know a newborn kitten has blue eyes? She has blue eyes. Only the fact that the beautiful color of his eyes changed saddened me slightly. And he never grew out of his habit of hiding. However many times I scolded him for it, he wouldn't stop going missing. Every time he did it, I looked all over my house for him. Till one day he ran away. God, please don't. A year had passed by. My family had to move. The house was so old that we decided it was time to have it torn down and live in a different city. Of course, we were going to take the cat with us. However, on the day we moved, we couldn't find him anywhere. We all searched for him, worrying that he still might be inside the house, but he was nowhere to be found. We had to give up and go to our new place that day. The following day, I quickly headed back to the city. They were tearing down our old house. I looked for him around there and every other place in the city, hoping he must have been hiding somewhere, yet I still couldn't find him. I even put up posters for a missing pet. However, I never received a single clue. And ever since then, I never saw him again. Stop it.
猫の寿命ってどれくらいかご存知
No. If I remember right, there was this pet cat which lived for like 10 years in my neighborhood.
そうですわね飼い猫は長生きしますわ聞いた話ですけれど飼い猫だった猫が野良猫になって2週間生き延びる確率は3分の1だそうですわ
Really? 1/3. If there were 3 cats, only one of them would still be alive after 2 weeks. That's too low.
とどこかで死んでしまったんでしょうね置いていった私を
Aw, stop
と
it.
恨んでたでしょだから私は猫が嫌いなのですわ
As if to gloss over her inner gloominess, she started eating her rice faster. I see. It's not that Sasagawa always hated cats. She had to make herself hate them. Sasagawa, thank you
なんですの
for telling me that.
あなたが昨日身の上話なんかするからですわ
What the? She turned around and carried our dishes to the sink, which was just a tiny plastic tub on the washstand. Should I thank her? No, I don't think that's quite right. We continued discussing our situation after dinner.
で何か気づきましたの
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure, but I think I have narrowed down the master of this world. As to someone who's still around and whom both of us know. Needless to say, we're both included.
知り合いそんなの数えるほどしかいませんわ
Right, but we have no way of identifying them. Anyone could have been the culprit. We still didn't have any decisive information to help figure it out. I guess all we can do is keep looking around.
それは仕方ありませんわね。
I really hope we get more clues. Although we now know how done it, we still can't figure out who done it. We were in quite a troubling situation.
とにかく出口だけは見つけないといけませんわね。
Can't argue that.
じゃあ探しに行きますわよ。
Right now?
空き時間がもったいないですわ。
Okay, let's go.
ええ。
As Sasagawa had warned, I couldn't get out by going over the fence. Tried to climb over them with her arm in my hand, but was pushed back. Wonder if this is how the protagonist in an RPG feels.
なんですのそれ。
You know, this is like trying to get over a river you can't pass over without. This is like trying to get over a river you can't pass over without a bridge in it in an RPG. Fuck, that phrasing's so hard.
あいにくとテレビゲームはよく知りませんの。
Oh, really? I simply wanted to convey the frustration of the situation. Anyway, let's walk along the fences.
ところで
What?
下ろしてもらえます？
No, I like carrying you. Sorry. Holding a cow warmed both my body and my soul. Stop it, no! Despite following the school fence all the way around the school, we were unable to find anything suspicious. Guess we should head back now.
仕方ありませんわね。
We had checked the periphery of the school in hopes of finding a way outside. Looks like it's not going to be so simple.
悪かったですわね、単純で。
No, you misunderstood. I wasn't talking about you. What I meant was we probably won't be able to find an exit by looking for
ど
it.
ういうことですの？
What can I say? I can't put it into words well, but you won't notice it until you notice it. Just like how we hadn't noticed the strangeness of this world. Starting to feel like the exit might be hidden in the same fashion.
どっちにしても探して気づかなきゃいけないわけですわね。
That made sense. You're right. I might have been overthinking it.
じゃあ私はちょっと寄っていきますわ。
Where to?
シャワーですわよ。
Oh, okay. Have fun.
では失礼しますわ。
She walked down the hallway. Speaking of shower, how would a cat shower? I was tempted to go see for myself. Well, if someone saw her feline form in the bathroom, it would cause a lot of trouble. I think I'll go take a look. No, I had no intention of peeking. It's not like you see anything, it's just a cat in the shower. Oh. There's a floor sign saying the bathroom was closed for cleaning. Brilliant idea. This would keep people from going in. Guess she's okay in there. Not sure she could manage on her own. At least she wouldn't be caught so far. However... I heard her scream. Oh no, it's Sasagawa.
何猫の声したけど気のせいじゃね
This is bad. Her scream carried pretty far. You better hurry up and help her. Sasagawa. Oh my god, you're drowning. You should have never tried to take a bath. Although I got my clothes wet, I managed to rescue her and bring her back to my room. You alright? She's human now. What's the mad?
私はお風呂もゆっくり入れないんですの。もう嫌ですわ。
Poor girl. Hey, don't cry. Well, you know what? You're really amazing.
何がですの？
Well, I'd already mentioned her softball career. That's right, you're the only one strong enough to stand up to Ren.
どうせ最近負け続きですわよ。
That made her even more depressed.
入浴中のところを殿方に見られて
Oh, shut up.
お
Yeah, I
嫁
can.
に行けませんわ。
But you were in a cat at the time. You're wearing your clothes right now. You could actually just say you were taking a bath fully dressed.
私がなんだか変な子ですわ。
Oh my god, everything I said only added fuel to the fire. Don't worry, I was the only one who saw, so I'll take responsibility.
責任ってどう取りますの？
Well, you know. I'll keep her to myself. I'll marry you.
なんですって
If I do that, everything will be fine.
全然大丈夫じゃないですわ
Anyway, you should pull yourself together. Thank goodness she calmed down.
私としたことが取り乱してしまいましたわ
Let's keep doing what we can
元
do.
はといえばあなたが何なんですのあなたは
Well, what am I? I wonder what. Evening deepened into night. I'll switch the light off. I started going over what I'd learned today. Black cat. Sasagawa used to have a black cat as a pet. Guess I found the one thing that relates to this theory. The theory that Sasagawa was the master of this world. And this world was something created out of imagination. And nothing can be created without material. Consequently, as long as someone has that material, they can make a world. It seemed safe to assume that there was a connection between Sasagawa and the black cat she used to take care of. But those who know about it are probably only me and herself. And I only just recently learned about what happened to her and that cat. Looking at it from that perspective, you should be able to determine who the cause was. The story of the cat she told me isn't connected to the cat she turns into. What she turned into was the cat that was hanging around her at this school. How do you know that isn't the same cat? Most likely the other black cat is already... If that's the case, my theory will sound too forceful. I put all that aside for the time being. As a result, the strongest hypothesis would be Sasagawa was the one behind all this. There was no solid proof, though. Yet, since it was the most plausible theory available at the moment, why not try to verify it? The purpose of this world should be something I could fulfill, given that I still remained there. Hey, Sasagawa, you awake?
起きてますわよ
Do you have any wishes?
何ですの突然
Well, just out of curiosity.
そんなの突然聞かれてもわかりませんわ
But you have at least one, don't you?
そうですわねこんな世界があるならってことですわね
Yeah.
やっぱり別にありませんわ
Yeah, you do. Just tell me. Eh?
何ですのそれは
Well, it's
何
nothing.
か謎解きのヒントになるんですの
Yeah. It might.
だったらこんな世界を作るような願い、難しいですわね
Wonder if there's anything to go off. If there was anything to go off. You like Kengo, right?
何ですのそれはそれはそうですわねこんな世界でも宮沢様と二人っきりでお話ができるなら素敵ですわね
I see.
じゃああなたはどうですの
Me?
人にだけ聞いて自分は言わないのは卑怯でしょ
Oh, you're right. My wish. Being together with everyone together forever. I thought harder. In a world like that, even the impossible could be fulfilled in there. Might want to see my parents one more time. I knew that was something that couldn't come true even in that world. And even if I could see them, what would I do then? It's not like I could make those tough, lonely days that I had gone through go away. But I still, even if it changed nothing, I still wish I could see them one more time. Figure that's what it means to lose something.
そうですわね
Oh no, not that I feel lonely or anything. I have everybody with me.
ですから私にはそんな強い願いなんて何もないですわ
I heard her turn over under her blanket. She said she had no real wishes related to Kengo. But I still couldn't rule out her feelings for Kengo being the basis of this world. Yeah, but you wouldn't be around. That meant all I could do about those two was... Well, I do know it's none of my business. I'd rather not do it. But I don't think I have a choice. At that point, I called it a night. I heard the door open. Sasagawa must have gone out. I was sleepy. However, I started feeling like going to the bathroom as well. Rubbing my sleepy eyes, I got out of bed and headed out for the bathroom. Time to sleep again. Started falling asleep as soon as I got back into my bed. I heard the door open again a short time later. Oh, I feel something warm. Too sleepy to care, though. Oh, tell me she got in bed with me. Please. Everybody hated that somebody. Why was that? There's no particular reason. It was the same even when they had company. This is when that somebody was still a kid. There's someone who liked them. They even protected them from those who hated them. They followed them everywhere. In the den, they always stayed right beside them. Even in there were a few people who hated them. The kind person always got angry about that. Every time that that happened, they snuck into that person's bed and they both slept there together. Who was it that decided this? Who decided to let all these unreasonable things happen to them? Seriously, who had decided it? Still, they were happy back then. They were happy, and when they followed the person they loved, I felt like I'd experienced this before. It was my mother. When I was very little, I followed her wherever she went, looking up at her. The memory of it had been lost, but the feeling still remained with me. Mom. I woke up. It was a more pleasant awakening than usual. There was a nice smell too, something like shampoo or hair conditioner. I seemed to be touching something on Sasasegawa, who was sleeping next to me. Whoa. Hold on, why in the world was she sleeping right next to me? Alright, I just remembered getting into the lower bed last night in my drowsiness. Sasasegawa, being a cat at the time, must have not noticed anything wrong either. Anyway, I was in an unquestionably bad situation. And just where did I touch her earlier? It was soft, but it felt thin, so perhaps her upper arm? Oof. I considered the position I was in. I realized it had been her breast. No. Well, they're way smaller than I thought. Really, I should call them sad. Nay, very disappointing boobs. No, that wasn't important at the moment. I was in deadly peril. Luckily, Sasuga was still asleep. I had to escape immediately. But I was between her and the wall. I needed to do it without disturbing her. I decided to try getting over the bed rail. Ugh. Wriggle. I dove under the blanket. I think I can make it. She rolled over. She was pressing her thigh against my cheek. Oh, heaven. We were in direct contact because she was wearing a skirt. It was soft and warm. I didn't have any time to waste. I had to get out of there. Alright, my feet finally reached the rail. Okay. Stretched my legs and raised myself up with my abs. Ugh. However, I only managed to make it halfway up and fell back down. And of course that woke her up. Good morning. I was gonna play a prank on you, but you woke up too early. Sorry, I'm sorry. It took a long time to convince her to give me an opportunity to explain.
まあ、私にもそのままベッドに入ってしまったという責任はありますけど。
Yeah, but I'm still very sorry.
そこまで謝らなくてもいいですわよ。私にも非があったわけですから、そこはおあいこですわ。
But still.
でも、どさくさに紛れて変なところ触ってませんでしょうね。
Nope. I had. Of course, I hadn't been on purpose. Sorry, kind of touched your disappointingly tiny
Huh?
No, didn't touch anything. I hastily swallowed my words.
まあ、これからはお互い気をつけるということでいいですわ。
Sure, to be on the safe side, maybe you should use Masato's bed next time.
そっちの方がよっぽど嫌ですわ。
Apparently, she found sharing a bunk with me a better alternative to using Masato's bed. I got no objections. She looked so frightening that I couldn't ask if it was because she disliked him that much, or because she didn't dislike me that much. She likes it. I was on my way to my own. I was on my own in the classroom thinking regarding Kengon and Sasasegawa. First of all, I must do something for them. What and how? Asking someone for advice would be useful. We've still got Cud, Haruka, and Kengo left. Naturally, Kengo wasn't an option, so... Oh, fuck Cud. Haruka! I decided to approach Haruka. I hate to put it like this, but why were the two least reliable ones left? Hi, Arika. Arika, can we talk?
何リキ君
I need your advice on something.
相談そりゃあハルチンはいつでも相談天国ですよ。いやーもうリキ君は仕方ないね。なんでもこのハルチンに話してみて。
Gladly. Okay. I felt more than a little anxious. So to sum it up, I want you to figure out a nice way of getting the girl together with the
な
boy.
るほど。私に任せて。パッチリドッキリぴったりさっくり解決してあげよう。
Well, is she going to do something herself? I'll have to stop her before things get out of hand.
よーし、こっち
She's
です
going
よ。
to. She took my hand and started dragging me somewhere.
というわけで、お姉ちゃん、またよろし
Yes!
く。
The best options. Oh, thank God. Heaven. She left to someone else like normal. Actually, on second thought, it's way better than than her making trouble.
自分で何とかしなさい。
冷た
だいたいなんで私なの？
ー。だってそういうの苦手なんだもん。
あなたが引き受けたことでしょ？だったら最後まで責任持ちなさい。
その通りです。だが可愛い妹のためにお姉ちゃんが助力することを私は要求する。
かわいい妹？
なんだその可愛い妹とか自分で言っちゃってすごくうざいけど妹だから仕方なく相手にしてやるしかないか。そんなことより戸棚のアップルパイはまだ大丈夫で
What?
した。プリント片付いたらお茶を入れてあーちゃん先輩とでも一緒に食べましょうという顔は。
Stop! That was long.
さすが双子ね。寸分たがわずぴったりだわ。
うざいとかアップルパイとか言うな。私も食べたい。
I had a feeling it was gonna take a while.
はい。まだかかるからお茶でも飲んでて。
Thanks.
この憤りを隠しきれない妹剣をくら
Wow.
聞かないけど。
え。ならばさらなる怒りのダブル妹剣をくら
The tea's good. Yep, this will take a while. The fight finally came to an end. I'd like you to figure out a nice way of getting this girl together with the boy.
また無粋な相談ね。
Well, I kind of need to make this happen.
妹をいじめる姉は良くないと思います。
うるさいわね。
By the way, the playful fight between the twins ended in the big sister's victory.
で、無粋ね。そんなのは当事者間で話し合ってもらいたいわ。
I agree, but that's rather difficult.
じゃあこういう時はあれですよ、あれあれ。
What's that?
ラブレター。思いをしたためて下駄箱に入れておくの。漫画で読んだよ。
Thanks, Haruka.
却下。
え、なんで？
そういう消極的な手段の成功率は著しく低いのよ。勇気のない負け犬が取る手段だわ。
Hell yeah, the direct approach always the best approach.
相手に考える隙を与えず、勢いで電撃的に了解を得るのが一番よ。その他のことは二の次ね。
Damn. I like the way you think.
積極構成。これにつ
そうだったのか。
What Futaki said didn't seem very safe.
というわけで、本人連れて行って問答無用で二人っきりになる状況を作りなさい。あとは本人次第ね。そこでうまくいかないようなら、そもそもうまくいかない確率が高いから、それがベスト。
She really seemed like talking about likelihoods and probability. She seemed to like talking
なん
about it.
かお姉ちゃんが言うと恋愛が軍事作戦のように聞こえてきますね。
何よ、なんか文句あるの？
だいたいよく考えたらお姉ちゃんだって。
黙りなさい。
She stuffed the apple pie into Haruka's mouth.
ああ。ほいひ。
Anyway, now I have a direction. Well, the thing is, how could I get those two to talk directly with each other? No, I think I should put it another way. My theory was based on Sasagawa's wish being that she wanted to talk with Kengo, which means it should be possible to fulfill it. Ultimately, she was just staying away from him due to embarrassment. But that was why she never had the opportunity to have a conversation with him. In other words, all I should have to do is encourage her. It may sound easy, but it was going to be really difficult. Anyhow, I had to give it a shot. But was that really what I was supposed to do? It felt like there was a part of me that was telling me it wasn't. Sasagawa?
何ですの改まって。
Well, I think we should ask Kengo for help.
は
I think it's necessary to step in figuring out the purpose of this world.
そんなこと言われましても、それは、でも、
And I want you to be the one to ask him to support us.
そんなの無理ですわ。だいたい、この姿で話なんてできっこないですわ。
I'd already thought about that. Let's make something clear here. We won't do it because he won't be able to understand you when you're a cat, or because you don't want him to see you as a cat.
両方ですわ。だって、きちんと宮沢様と話をしたことなんて、数えるほどしかありませんもの。それに、二人でだなんて。
Actually, I believe you may be able to talk to Kengo. You still don't want to?
もう少し考える時間をくださいます。
Sure. I would be elated if this resolves everything. It's not going to.
やっぱりダメですわ。
Why not?
だってどんな話をしたらいいか全然わかりませんもの。
Sure you do. First, you tell him what's going on.
事情って何ですの？
This reminded me of when Ren would lose her composure when with someone unfamiliar. When it came to romance, Sasagawa might have been as shy as Ren used to be.
それにその
You can do it, Sasagawa. I can tell you, Kengo wouldn't leave someone in trouble alone. Rather, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Having spent a few days with you, I can tell you're much greater than you think yourself to be. You're a hard worker, good at cooking, and so pretty. You can't fail.
その
Huh?
話してほしいのですけれど。
Wait, when the fuck did I grab her hand? Oh, sorry. I was too excited to notice I'd seized her hand in the heat of the moment.
ですわね。
What?
この言っておきますけど、その
What's this about?
あなたとここのところずっと過ごしてきましたけど、宮沢様はずっと憧れで、それでその憧れているので。
Okay, take your time and calm down.
落ち着かないから慌ててるんですのよ。
Can't argue with that. It's obvious that she adored Kengo, but what with how flustered she got while talking about him? It made me feel a tinge of loneliness. No, what was I thinking?
ですから何ですの？
Well, I want you to... Can you talk with Kengo?
仕方ありませんわね。仕方ないからですわ。
Sasagawa?
はい。
You still don't want to do it?
いいえ、嫌だなんてそんな。そりゃ憧れの宮沢様ですもの。憧れておりますのよ。
If you're forcing yourself...
何を無理することがありますの？いいですわ。行きますわよ。
Sure. But are you alright with just talking?
だけって何ですの？
I mean, don't you want to confess your feelings to him?
そんな大それたことできるわけありませんわ。何を考えてらっしゃいますの？
I don't think it's that bold. She teased me by the collar and was shaking me.
私はお話をさせていただくだけで十分ですわ。
Okay. If you like someone that much, you should tell him how you feel. Sasagawa's such a handful.